Hello everyone. Today we're going to be going through the plumbing fixtures library. We have quite a lot of content for a variety of categories. As you can see, we have toilets, urinals, sinks, faucets, fountains, showers, and tubs. The faucets are designed to work with the sinks, and they're selectable with a drop-down from the type menus of each sink. We're going to jump right into it and start with toilets. First we have our toilets. We have modern floor-mounted with a tank or tankless. We have floor-mounted with tanks, floor-mounted without tanks, and wall-mounted without tanks. For the floor and wall mounts without the tanks, we have options at the instance level to have either the exposed valve or the concealed valve with sensor. If you want the concealed valve with the sensor, you just check the box, and to get the flush valve, you just uncheck the box. And then at the type level, we have parameters for the materials and the overall depths, seat height, and then some sensor and flush valve dimensions. Next we have the urinals. We have the bowl urinals, the floor mount urinals with the option to recess into the floor, and then the more typical wall mounted. Again, these have options to have either the exposed flush valve or the concealed valve with the sensor by just checking or unchecking the box. We also have parameters for the clearance lines, which you can see here is at the instance level to show or hide the floor clearance, as well as rim height above finished floor and valve height. Next we have sinks. And as you can see, we have quite a few, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into it and start with the countertop sinks. We have a single, double, triple, double trough, round, oblong, and then an oblong and rectangular vessel sink, which are designed to sit on top of the counter. Next up, we have the wall mount sinks. We have a single wall mount, a double trough wall mount, a trough wall mount without the faucets. We have a rectangular pedestal, an oblong pedestal, and a double trough sink with a metal pipe frame. Next we have our vanity sinks. We have a double, single, and single with shelf and drawers. With the exception of the shelf and drawers at the type level, there's an option to either show a toe kick or legs. Next we have our utility sinks. We have the standard utility sink with the options at the type level to either show or hide the backsplash, legs, and bottom shelf. We have a square and a corner mop sink with options at the type level to show or hide the splash guards, as you can see, and whether or not to, in the instance of the corner, show the faucet on the right or the left side of the corner. And then we have a scrub sink. Now that we've discussed all the different types of sinks that we have, we're going to go over some of the features of our sinks and what makes them special. Now first, we're going to show you how to place our countertop-based sinks. And like most of the sinks in the library, they also have a selectable faucet. So first we're going to show you how to place the sink into a countertop. You want to make sure that you have place on face selected, and you're just going to go ahead and plunk it on in to the countertop, and you can see that it cuts the countertop automatically. There's no extra motion needed. You don't have to select anything and tell it to cut. And these countertops are from our countertop library and are designed to also work with these sinks. Now, at the type level for the sinks, we have your standard dimensions and material, and then we also have the option at the type level with a checkbox to either show as a drop-in or top mount with this box, and if you have it unchecked, it's an undermount. And then we also have the option to choose the type of faucet you have for this sink. I've only got a couple loaded in here just to show you as an example, as well as dimensions for the side and top of the top mount. You can see that that changed the faucet there pretty nicely. Next, we're going to go over the types of faucets we have available. These are the same faucets that are selectable through those drop-downs for our sinks. We have a single lever, a gooseneck single lever, a gooseneck with 2 levers, a hands-free faucet, an industrial faucet, and a faucet with the 2 lever knobs. Next we have fountains. We have a double bowl, a single bowl, a recessed, freestanding, the standard with a bottle filler, and then a double standard with the bottle filler as an option. Now for parameters at the type level, we have the option to show the back panel. We have material parameters, and then we have the panel height and the left and right bowl height for doubles, as well as the overall width. Next up, we have our series of shower bases. We have 3 different types: a rectangular, an angled base, as well as a roll-in base. These are fully parametric and are the base only without the enclosure. Next we have our shower enclosure families. We have 2 families, one with multiple types. We have the shower enclosure with a sliding door variant, a swing indoor variant, and a swing outdoor variant, as well as an angled enclosure with a swing out. Each of these has options at the type level, as you can see here, for the sliding door, swinging indoor, or swinging outdoor, as well as material options for the enclosure itself and the base, as well as the typical dimensional parameters: width, depth, height of enclosure, the door width, and the door location from the end. And finally, we have our series of bathtubs. We have a freestanding modern tub, a freestanding tub with the claw feet, as well as a standard floor mount tub, all of which are non-hosted. Now that we've gone over all the families, I would like to note that all of the families have individual material parameters for each aspect, and along with the other features we went over when we looked at each, this allows for a lot more variety and flexibility than the Revit out-of-the-box plumbing families. This has been a brief overview of our plumbing fixture library, and we hope you liked what you saw. If you'd like to get a copy of our library for yourself, please feel free to reach out via phone or email, and we will be happy to get you hooked up with a copy. Thank you.